Welcome to the April 4th, 2019 video version of the Wagner Daily. My name is Rick Petticelli, and as usual, we're going to go through broad market conditions, open positions in the model portfolio, as well as what's out there in terms of new buy setups. Let's get to the charts. First up is the NASDAQ Composite, which closed off the highs of the day on a pickup in volume. But unless there's a close beneath Wednesday's low, the price action could continue to run higher. It has gotten a bit extended away from the 5MA, which is this pinkish line here. So a pullback into the 5MA could be expected, and that would put it almost back into the swing high as well. SPY, same deal here. Bit of stalling action today, off closing off the highs of the session, but again, it has the 5MA right here at around 285, which coincides with the prior swing high. In IWM, the Russell 2000 ETF, its relative weakness is pretty obvious here, and it's failed to get through the prior swing high from 319, still below the 200-day MA, and may still need more time before it's ready to move out from this consolidation, which is pretty bullish. I mean, if we look at the weekly chart here to the right, pretty strong advance, 26% off the lows, and then we have a pullback that's not even a 38% Fibo correction. So pretty bullish still. Basically holding. There was a dip below the 10-week MA and then quickly back above. Looks like it's cleared the downtrend line of the consolidation. So it's looking pretty bullish. It's just a matter of time before we believe moves out from this base. And the last major index we're going to cover here, MDY, is a bit stronger than IWM in that it is above the 200-day MA, this orange line. It's above the high of 319, but just about a percent off the swing high. It also is a bit extended from the 5MA and could pull back into that area, which would also coincide with the prior high. All right, so on to open stock positions. Cyber continues to track higher. We're up about 52% right now. Our stop is a break of the 20-day EMA. Next up is ZS, which has struggled the past few weeks here to get through 71, 72 area. Looks like it could be vulnerable to a sell-off down to the 20. We're looking for a close below the 20-day EMA as a sell signal. RNG continues to chop around from our entry around 108.48. So we're in the money by about 2% right now, but as you can see, it's still very much in chop mode here. It needs to clear 112. But if we look here at the weekly chart, 3 weeks in a row of tight closes. Here's almost another 3 weeks in a row. A little bit of a shakeout on volume with a close off the lows of the week. Everything looks pretty good. It's just needed some time here to chop around a bit more. And within the next week or two, we believe it should be able to move to new highs. SC, we continue to remain long a small position after getting stopped out of partial size beneath this reversal candle here. On 325, we have an order to re-enter the shares we stopped out of above 24, and we'll look to add to the position above 25. Mid-K, we're still long from our entry on 318 at 1130. Right here on the open after a pullback to the 50-day MA. Because we have such a great entry here, we're able to sit tight with Mid-K as it continues to hold above the 20-day EMA. We'll see. It may need some time to work off this sharp pullback here. It was a 11.5% pullback over 2 days, so it may need a week or two of sideways action to work off the sharp sell-off. And there are two new positions on Wednesday. We entered Hubs. We like Hubs over 170 here for starter entry. Over 177 on volume, maybe a spot to add to the position within the next few days. And on the weekly chart over here, we have a really nice cup-like pattern, a near 5-month long basing pattern, which led to a breakout. The breakout stalled and then led to another You see here 7 week flat base with the pullback only about 13% off the highs. That's pretty tight. So tight price action here the past several weeks, and it's looking pretty good. PCTY, we established a half position above the high of the inside day here. There wasn't much follow through. We plan to add over 92, which is the high of the false breakout on 4-1. If not already long PCTY, then establish a full position just above 92 here. But overall, pretty tight consolidation, as you can see here on the weekly chart. Looks like a cup here with not much of a handle, and here's the higher handle. So look for a move above 92 on volume to trigger the second buy stop or a full position for those who are not already in with a half position. All right, that's it for open positions. As far as potential setups, we missed a breakout in mine earlier in the week. I think any pullback to this 49 area, anything close to this 5 MA could potentially be in play with a 7 or 8% stop down to the swing low. EHTH looking pretty good on the daily. Very tight price action here. And even right here, if it can get above 62.70, could be in play tomorrow for break of this short-term downtrend line, along, and then an add above the swing high. The weekly chart looks amazing. If it could close here, would be ideal, as it would give 2 weeks in a row of inside weeks where the price action trades inside the prior week's high and low. This would be 2 in a row, so pretty bullish, as that is a contraction in price volatility, which often precedes an expansion in volatility. We just don't always know to what direction. If EHTH can clear the 2-week high, say 65 next week, it could be off to the races. Etsy pretty tight here the past few weeks, and if it can clear this downtrend line, I think around 71, then it could rip higher. We like this pause here, this tight inside day. Look for a move above the 2-day high to trigger an entry. WDay, this is a slower moving stock. If it can clear this downtrend line, could be in play on volume. Wix, really tight inside day, could be in play over the inside day high, as well as a break of this 123 area on volume. And GWPH looking pretty good. May need to shake out beneath this low, but if the price action holds up here without going lower, it could be in play above this little high right here around 4-1 at 172, which could possibly coincide with a break of the downtrend line as well. So look for a pickup in volume. And the last stock of the night is Lulu, which was a breakaway gap up on volume on 328. Note the big volume. Since then, the price action has pulled back, undercut the gap up day low, and gone sideways the past few days. And volume has really dried up, which is a bullish sign. So if Lulu can get above Wednesday's high, then it could possibly be in play with about a 5% stop from the entry point. Over the past few days, while the market has rallied, our stocks, the small and mid-cap growth stocks, have lagged, which makes sense as a lot of these stocks were leadership stocks that took off ahead of the market when it bottomed out in January. These leadership stocks like RNG, Hubs, they'll begin to take off again. Okta took off today. OKTA, and that was mentioned in the chat room as a buy around 87.70, closer to 88, and it broke out on big volume. So that's a good sign for our type of stocks. So hopefully the small and mid cap growth stocks will start to trend higher. That's a wrap for tonight's video. Thank you for joining us. And if you'd like to learn more about our style of trading, you can go to our website at morpheustrading.com or visit our blog at morpheustrading.com/blog, where we have a ton of information regarding some techniques we use to manage gap ups, how we place stops, the type of patterns we look to buy. Just a ton of information on the site that we've put in over the past day. We'll see you back here next Wednesday night. Have a great week.